Hey everybody, before you continue watching the video, make sure you give the channel a like and subscribe. Go and follow us on Instagram. Go and check out all the different social media scenarios. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, go there, like, subscribe, follow, so we can keep putting stuff out. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. All right, make a comment on either of our pages and we'll answer them as soon as we can.
But like we're saying, that's part of it.
Now that you've like helped with coaching and you do some coaching and stuff like that with adults and kids and everything like that, do you think that's something that people struggle with, is being coachable, or do you find that the majority of people are fairly coachable? Like, what do you think?
The ones that I can tell are going to do well are coachable.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they're doing that move in the role
and trying and attempting
and getting tapped because they're trying it and they don't know it yet, but they don't mind getting tapped because they're like, oh well, it's okay. I wasn't trying to not lose. I was trying to try the position.
This is definitely something that we've talked about before. Like, I think we had Brendan on one of the episodes. Might have been episode 13 or something like that, where we talked about it. But one of the major things that like we talked about that was so important to develop doing jiu-jitsu was that relationship with failure. Like we talked about.
Yeah.
We're talking a little bit about now. Like the students that you can notice that are going to do well are super coachable. They listen, they attempt, they try, they do all this stuff, but they put themselves in position to fail.
Yeah.
Right, in an attempt to achieve their goal. And the thing is like failure is a normal part of the process in learning and improving and getting better. And I think one of the biggest things is most of the times it's not even that they're not coachable. It's just that they don't want to look as if even in the area of being coached, like they don't want to admit that they don't know something because they don't want to look bad, and it all comes from like a place of fear.
Yeah.
And the thing is like
the way you're gonna be perceived,
the perception of someone else. Oh, I don't want that to, and it's a fear of being perceived poorly, or it's a fear of being beaten by that person, or it's a fear of your girlfriend seeing you get submitted by some other dude, or whatever it is. But the thing is like, unfortunately, the only way to get good at this is to put yourself out on that ledge, to take the leap of faith, so to speak, and attempt the thing and do the thing and be coachable and ask questions and and if you do that well enough, you're going to improve consistently. Yeah, and I think that's a super important thing to kind of note, because me being a coach, Luke's also coach as well. Is that something that you would agree with, or like what do you notice with people being coachable and stuff like that?
My perspective, it's more like the more I know and I understand about jiu-jitsu, the more I feel like I need to learn more deeply of things, you know?
Yeah. The more you realize there is.
Yes, there's always areas you can improve in jiu-jitsu, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you were saying about, especially I realized with the white belts, this perspective of winning and losing really frustrates people, and that's wrong way people used to come here and try to win training, you know. But if you keep training there for 5, 6, 7 years and you keep trying to come to training and win training, that's gonna be very hard to improve your game, you know. That's something I really agree what you said. Yeah,
it's like a paradoxical thing, because like the more you only focus on winning, the more you lose. You know what I mean? Because you don't get better, you don't improve, you don't add skills, you don't add understanding, you're not open to receiving information.
Yeah.
But the more you allow failure, and the more you use that failure as a tool to adjust and analyze and improve and fix things and stuff like that, the more you end up winning. And it's like a byproduct of taking the correct path. And again, there's no correct path, but it seems to be, after talking with 20 different people, or 19 different people on the podcast, and all the different people we talk with about jiu-jitsu, it's like it seems to be the people that are coachable, that are looking for information, that are passionately, and they're not asking questions to just ask questions. They're not asking questions to show how much they know or understand or mentioning techniques, rather than they're truly like, look, I don't understand this thing. What can I do here? Like they're passionately looking for an answer to a problem that they have.
And I mean, we could talk underwater about that if the right person asks. I'm like, well, I'm glad you asked, because I like talking about these things too. And I also don't claim to know. Like, I feel like at a level where I know more than I used to, but I only feel like I want to speak on something that I feel like I understand.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and a follow. Check out all our different social media platforms. There's heaps of content coming out. There's different snippets and content on different platforms. So make sure you're on everything. And again, if it helped you out, recommend to somebody else, and hopefully it'll help them out too.